Well, guys, we are back to Travis Wally Motivation. It's been a long time coming. I apologize for that. I've been super busy, as you guys probably know. Um, Daily grind, gotta take it one day at a time. These motivation videos, I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys, is that this is not rehearsed. Like, I don't write down on a piece of paper what I'm gonna talk or say about, but I know what the topic's gonna be about. And so today, we're talking about school motivation. And the reason why this topic, I'm bringing it up right now, is because for a lot of people, school just started again. It started for me about 2, 3 weeks ago, the new semester. The first day of school is always exciting. Like, I don't care what grade you're in, high school, middle school, college. Like, the first day, like, you always get these, not really that you're nervous, but, you have these butterflies. Like, you don't really know what to expect. Like, it's a new experience, new classes, new teachers, like, new students. You meet new people. Um, for me in my life, what I've learned is, there's wisdom and knowledge to be gained from every human being out there in the world. And sorry about that, guys. I had something in my eye, so just got that taken care of. Just like had to rub my eye. But anyways, to get back to what I was saying, we're talking about wisdom and knowledge that can be gained from people. So honestly, like the opportunity to meet new people, like just having conversations, like you'd be surprised. Like you don't even necessarily have to like these people or be interested in the same topics that maybe they're interested in, but there's still something to be learned and gained. Now, when we're talking about school motivation, okay, so getting an education, like we're taught at a young age, like that the keys to success in life are to like do well in school, go to college, graduate, like get your career, get married, like have kids, and then get a house and do everything, like do all that. It's like a process. It's like a steps that you got to go by. So school is an opportunity. Like a lot of people, they say they don't like school, and there's subjects in school. I mean, like even in college, like general education courses that maybe you have to take in order to meet a requirement for your major or for transfer. Like there's classes that you may not have an interest in, and so it's hard to be motivated like in those classes, like because you go to class and you tell yourself like, oh, I'm bored. Like you check the clock, you're constantly looking at the clock, or you just have these negative thoughts. Like you honestly have to have the mentality, like when you go to these classes that you don't have an interest in, try to make it fun for you. Try to relate like the topic or what you're learning about to things that you find interesting, and I guarantee you, like it'll make the class better. And sometimes, in life, we got to do things like we don't want to do. Like, that's the reality of it. So, just like these courses that you're going to take, like, you just got to stick with it. And for me, like, I'll be honest with you, one of the reasons why in community college, I've been attending community college now for about 3 years, and I'll be transferring to San Francisco State next January 2018. One of the things that I really struggle with in community college has always been I didn't believe in myself. Like, I made excuses for everything. I said, like, the reason that I didn't get the grades that I would have wanted or could have got was because I worked 40 hours at my job at McDonald's being a manager. Or another excuse I made is that, because I worked so much, like, my only 2 days off I had were the days that I went to school when I had 4 classes on Monday, Wednesday. Well, as soon as I got out of class, like, I just wanted to hang out with friends, and I didn't prioritize, like, homework and studying. And, like, when you get to the age of, like, community college or college in general, it's not time to play games anymore. And what I mean by that is, like, we're talking about your whole future and your whole life in front of you. So, like, you got to find what you're passionate about. If you don't know what you want to do in life, then honestly, like, get an education. Like, take general education courses. I guarantee you're going to find classes that interest you, and you're going to find out what you want to do. So you just got to keep striving after it. Like, keep just, even if you don't know what you want to do, like, just take these classes, like, get experience. Education, there's so much knowledge to be gained, and in today's world, like, what I've learned is that knowledge is the new money, not money. Okay, think about that, knowledge. So like me, and what I try to do every day as I live is I try to gain as much knowledge as I can. I'm always like seeking knowledge. I'm seeking knowledge for baseball because I want to play baseball. I'm seeking knowledge for school, seeking knowledge my own religion. I'm trying to learn more about everything that I'm passionate about, like what I enjoy, what I love to do. And so to get back to school motivation, like think about this, like the first week of school, you get a syllabus in a lot of classes, and that has like information on how the classes run, how the class is structured. Imagine this. Imagine somebody told you like that if you got straight A's in a semester or something, or a syllabus, like it said that if you do all these things, you'll get $1 million. Would you do it? All of you probably out there would say, yeah, of course I'd do it. Like whatever it said, I try. If I have a chance to get $1 million, of course I'd do it. Now that's the mindset you should have about school, and that's why we talking about school motivation. Like you should have the mindset that say a straight A's or 4.0, or even just applying yourself, like giving it your best effort. Like if you give it your best effort, and we're talking 120%, like you make school your priority over everything. And I'm not saying like don't have a life or anything like that. What I'm saying, you got to balance your life. Like you got to make sure that you are giving yourself some time for you or to be with friends, like whatever it is that allows you to relax. I mean, you got to find that balance, but at the same time, like you got to prioritize what your priorities are. Big issue that I struggle with is, I'm not gonna lie, I do love hanging out with my friends. Who doesn't? Like we all want to do that. We all love to do that. But when it comes to school, like you got to make school your priority, and there's gonna be times where you got to say no to hanging out with friends because you got a final the next day, or maybe on a weekend you're not gonna go out that weekend because you have a final Monday, and you got to apply yourself, because you got to think about it like this. Like once the final is over and once you've taken it, like you can't undo that semester or that final. Like you can't go back. So is it really that much of a sacrifice to, or that big of a deal to sacrifice one weekend or something to, so that you could be successful on that final? So you just gotta have that mindset with school. Like you gotta believe in yourself. That's one thing I struggle with. I didn't believe in myself. This semester, I'm gonna get a 4.0. I'm striving for that. I'm working for it. I'm trying to do the best I can. I'm trying to get better every day. I'm not saying I'm gonna be perfect. What I can promise is I'm gonna give my best effort in the classroom. I'm gonna get to class on time. I'm gonna go see the tutor or go to tutoring if I have to, like to make sure I understand the material. I'm gonna ask questions. A lot of you guys are, we're afraid to ask questions to the teacher, to our classmates, people we don't know. Don't be afraid. Like put yourself out there. A lot of life experiences, you have to put yourself out there to get better, and that's how life is. Like one thing is for school motivation. Like my dad, he would always tell me like, work hard for 4 years and then you have the rest of your life to have fun. And what I take from this is like, even though the last 3 years of my life, I can't say that I lived up to that standard, but now I'm applying myself. So what that means is like, when you get into community college and you transfer and you get into university, like we all striving to get a 4 year degree, because the education, knowledge is power. And so you got to work really hard. You got to apply yourself. It's not going to be easy to get that degree or to get straight A's. If it was easy, everyone would do it. And that's something I learned from Eric Thomas, a motivational speaker out there. He's really inspired me a lot. And he says that a lot. He says like, if it was easy, everyone would do it. You look at a lot of people in the world today, a lot of people that have made millions of dollars, have gone to the most prestigious schools, or have done some of the most just mind-blowing like life experiences. They got to that point because they believed that they could do it, and they made it happen. And so if it was easy, everyone would do it. So just think about that. Think about that mindset right there. So if something's hard, it's easy to think like you can't do something because of all the things that you got to do to get to that point. Which is why a big a big life lesson that I can teach you guys is, you got to take it one day at a time. Like honestly, that's the best mentality to have, because when you take life one day at a time, it becomes manageable. Like we're just talking one day. We're not looking 5 months down the line. We're we're looking one day at a time. So if you focus on that one day and you treat that one day, and you wake up in the morning, and this is something I encourage everyone to do. When you wake up in the morning, think about what you want to do in life. What are you passionate about? And make sure like that your day or your agenda for that day, as in today or every day, completely revolves around that goal or that dream. And so a lot of people, you don't know what you want to do in life. And that's something I talked about earlier with school. Like, just keep trying to gain knowledge. Find what your interests are, and you got to believe and have the mentality that you can do anything. So with that being said, like, I wish you guys the best of luck. If you have been working and maybe are thinking about going back to school, like, I encourage you, like, it's never too late to go back. I don't care how old you are. You could be 40, 39, 38. It's never too late to go pursue a dream and make it happen. Like, you have to think that. And you don't make excuses. Like, you got to do what you can manage. So if you are at that point in your life right now where maybe you have a family and you're working at a job and you just feel like you don't have the time to start going to school, well, maybe fit one class in, or you got to believe you can do it. And at the end of the day, like, we all want reward. We all want to be able to succeed and have great things in life. So we just got to work and strive for it. All right, guys. If you have any questions or comments, just put in the comments box, and looking forward to keep motivating and spreading the word and my knowledge to help you guys out.